educate your kids on manners when it comes to trick-or-treating. You don't want them showing up at the door and demanding candy and all that kind of good stuff. So we have our etiquette coach, Elaine Swann, here with some tips. First of all, let's talk about what things we shouldn't give out on Halloween.
So things we shouldn't give out, because we all think we want to be healthy and we want to make our own little trail mix. So you want to avoid anything that's kind of homemade.
Okay.
Avoid that sort of thing. Don't give out that, because I guarantee you parents are going to throw it away as soon as their kids get there. Right. And then the candy should also be individually wrapped as well. And so what we have there is just, you don't want any kids kind of sticking their hand in something and pulling those out. So that's another thing. So those are things that you should not give.
Okay.
Now, if you just have to maybe give a healthy gift or treat or something like that, don't do the fiber bars or anything. Maybe little individual bags of peanuts or fruit snacks, that sort of thing. Those are things that kids like and they're sweet, so that's fun.
Okay, and there's also some fun things you can give away that aren't edible.
Yes, there's things that are not edible that you can give away. Stickers, kids love stickers.
Yes, they do.
And then little wristbands. These are great for both the boys and the girls.
So huge. What are these called? These
love
silly
them.
bands?
They're silly bands, and they love these things here. So that's something you can get them at a little toy store. Very good.
My nieces and nephews love these.
And then a stencil is a really great thing. Kids love those. And then little activity books are great for the kids as well. So anything, just kind of think about a child's party. Now here's the thing. Now we all think that we want to be, just really, really healthy with the with the bars. Don't do this. Kids like the good stuff, so we don't want to do the fruit bars. Gummy bears are something that they really like a lot, so those aren't high in calories. But other than that, give them the good stuff. Okay.
If you give out the fruit bars, you're probably the same household that gives out the toothbrushes.
Exactly.
And the apples.
And kids think that.
And they're gonna skip your house.
They don't like that. They're gonna skip your house. They'll probably egg your house. Now, if you live in an apartment building or something like that, and you're not giving out candy, or even at your house, turn off your light, because that's a universal sign for that. That means no candy here. So turn off your lights. And if you live in an apartment building or something and maybe all the lights are on, in the hallway, then just put out a little sign that says, sorry, we're not giving out candy. That's a great thing to do. Yeah, that's a nice way of saying go away. Exactly.
Real quickly, how old is too old? Because you do see some teenagers.
You do see teenagers
like in the early 20s.
They do, and you know what? Just take it all in stride. It's fun. Let the teenagers do it. Give them the candy and keep it going. But as far as too old is concerned, adults trick-or-treating is a little too much. But the teenagers, it might be their last year for their last hurrah to have Halloween. So just give them the candy and let them go.
Just let it go.
It's 2 seconds at your front door.
Right. How old is too young, or how young is too young?
Young, anything, if they're not talking and they can't say help, then you need to be with them. Right. If they can't scream out and call for help, then you need to be with them. And so other than that, and when they're really small, keep them in the stroller, keep a good eye on them. And if you're taking children to another neighborhood, maybe your neighborhood's not very kid-friendly, but you're taking them to another neighborhood, you should still accompany them. Don't just drop your kids off in a neighborhood. Now, this is the time that parents should be teaching their children how to say please, thank you, yes, please, all of that.
And we're going to show an example. Raul is standing by with some ridiculously cute trick-or-treaters.
Yes.
They're going to show us a couple of possibilities, and we're going to get your reaction on the other side of it.
Okay.
Lisa, trick-or-treat. Go for it, Raul.
Oh, it's Ding Dong. Yes, the kids are here. Happy Halloween, kids. Okay, what are you kids supposed to be? Now, what are you supposed to say? You want candy? What do you say?
Trick or treat.
Oh, trick or treat? Okay, here, I'll give you a candy. Open up your bag. Here we go, candy. Now, you're 2, right? I'm going to give you a Hershey's Kiss. Is that okay? Here we go. 1 for you. And what are you supposed to be, little girl?
Trick or treat.
Trick or treat. That's a good answer. Here we go. 1 for you, little girl. And what are you supposed to be, like Little Red Riding Hood?
Yeah.
And what do you say?
Thank you.
Oh, so cute. Thank you. Okay, and what are you supposed to be, like a cat? Okay, what do you say?
Trick or treat.
Oh, I love it. See, all the kids are so well-mannered, and they all know what to say. Thank you, kids. Y'all got your candy. Now, can the big guy here at the door have a candy, too? What? No? What? Who said no? Okay, that means you get extra because you said none from me, so I'll give you 1 more. All right, kids, there you go. How'd they do? I think they did a pretty good job.
You're a generous candy giver.
Now, here's the thing. Right now, parents should be practicing with their children to tell them, you know, who you are, because that's a big question that adults have. So who are you or what are you? So practice with your children saying that. And then also teach them to say thank you if someone says they like your costume. And in terms of ringing the doorbell, you ring the doorbell one time. We don't run through people's grass or through their shrubbery, and we don't knock on the door insistently. So this is the time that parents should be coaching their children to teach them how to behave.
And start that at a young age.
At a young age, yeah. If they can say please and thank you and yes please, then that's perfect. So there you have it.
Very good stuff. I love it. And don't they look so cute in
They
their
do.
little costumes?
They look so cute. And so for grown-ups, if grown-ups are going to parties and there are kids there, think about not dressing maybe too sexy or too scary to scare the kids, you know? And then one thing that happens to people when they go to parties and they're dressed up, they kind of turn into a different person. We hide behind the costume and we do things we generally wouldn't do. Think about what's going to happen the next day. I don't know. They put that costume on and they turn into a whole different person, and they might start doing something. So think about what's going to happen the next day.
Good stuff. Elaine, thank you for being here. We really appreciate it. For more information from Elaine, or guess what? People can print this cute sign out if they like this.
On my website. There's a link on the Fox 5 website.
Put a link on there. Go to fox5sandiego.com and you can just click on that Scene On tab and print that out for you. Okay, Raul, back inside to you. Great job.
All the kids have decided to join me on the